and you want to use all of the outputs so that they don't become pollution. Which, if you take the case of conventional farming, well, you've got 100,000 chickens in a barn. Now, what are you going to do with all the poop? You know, so you kind of left with all this poop on your hands, and well, most of the time they dump it in like a big poop lagoon, and it sometimes cracks and pollutes rivers, as has happened many times already. And so in this case, the poop is just one output of a chicken, which has been neglected because you're only focusing on one output, which is the egg. And you neglect all the other outputs, including the poop, and now you've just wasted all of that potential fertilizer. So in permaculture, you look at a chicken and you're like, okay, so a chicken, I want eggs. What else can a chicken do? We talked about this last time a bit. Chicken can do a bunch of things. Chicken scratch, it produces heat, it produces natural fertilizer. So what you really want to do in a permaculture context is to take into account all of these functions, all of the yields and functions of the chicken, or whatever system you're looking at, and to use all of those outputs. So one thing you could do is to have a permaculture style chicken producing operation. You could have trees like locusts, acacias that fix nitrogen in the soil, and that increases the fertility of the soil, and then it also produces seeds that the chickens will feed on. So you've got on-site food production, that's great. You can have a water recuperation system so that the chickens are drinking pure rainwater. It's good for them. It doesn't cost anything. It's just there. So that's great. And you can use other outputs of the chicken, like the scratching and the fertilizer and the heat and your greenhouse, etc. So the reason why I'm talking about this is because today our class is going to be looking at that in particular, at how can we take into account all of these functions, how can we stack functions in a permaculture design.